Coverage of the 2020 SHOT Show is brought to you by MDT. If you need a chassis system for your precision rifle, check out mdttac.com. This is John McQuay with 8541 Tactical, and we're here at the 2020 SHOT Show with Chris Drake from Drake & Associates, and he's going to talk to us about their new Athena rifle. Chris?
Hey John, good to see you again. We did a lot of work on this rifle, and we're really pleased to be able to show it to you. As you're aware, we've done all the work with Savage on the Stealth and Stealth Evolution rifles in large numbers. What we want to do is take chassis technology to the AR-15 community and AR-10 community. So we spent the last 24 months developing a gun platform that will give a significant accuracy increase on the M4 or AR-15 or AR-10 gun platforms. So we developed a monolithic chassis system where the upper receiver is totally bedded into the chassis platform. With that, everything's absolutely free-floated. Nothing makes contact with the barrel nut, nothing makes contact with the gas system, and nothing makes contact with the barrel of the gas system or the upper receiver, with the exception of the receiver interface itself. We've seen through testing, we've seen some superior accuracy gains by going to this platform. We also we'll go back to the accuracy in a moment, but we've also done some ergonomic changes as well on the gun platform itself. We're very focused with the PRS guys. We had some feedback, hey, there's really not too many gas guns involved. How do we get involved with gas guns? And we put some features that are PRS reminiscent with barricade stops, finger grooves, so you're not holding the mag well. We are recessed. If you look here, I don't know if the camera can see it, recessed the Picatinny rail for guys either shooting off a pack. We do have a ARCA rail option as well on this that'll come back underneath the forend and run down. We wanted to do an enlarged forend again for pack shooting or for multidisciplinary shooting. And then the coolest thing that we also came up with was the biggest problem, and you and I are both from the law enforcement community, is how do you change out your night vision gear quickly without, or service a rifle quickly without disturbing everything else in the gun. So we have this system we call the SOPMOD D. And what it is a pull-down tab release. It's a patented system where the forend will actually slide out of the platform. And what's cool about it is it's interchangeable. So a SWAT team, they have thermals, can pre-rig one of these with their thermals. Guys that are shooting a laser on a night vision unit can pre-rig this as well, and then change everything out in the blink of an eye very quickly with this new SOPMOD D program. Nothing makes contact with the upper receiver, as you can see here. There is space in between, so nothing's touching that. In terms of accuracy increase, we've seen anywhere between a 30-something% accuracy, mid-30s, to all the way up to 51%, depending on configuration you're using. So it's the first significant and major change on the M4 or AR-10 platforms since basically the 50s.
Well, very nice. So basically, from what I'm seeing here, the upper receiver is very similar to the current M4 upper receiver, but then you've taken free float handguards and kind of gone to the next level with them.
And that's what we did. What we want to do is remove, if you look at the traditional, I'll grab it right here, the traditional, what everybody calls a free float system, right? It's really not truly free floated because it makes contact with the barrel nut. When you load that bipod, you're putting energy into the barrel nut, which translates energy into the pins, and that's where there's accuracy degradation. Even though this is what is the accepted norm in the community, here's another way of looking at it. And what we want to do is take the technology and learn technology from precision bolt action rifle and apply that into the gas gun to basically make that gun shoot the barrel's true potential versus the other outside influences that influence that barrel.
Okay, so basically when you apply that pressure and load that bipod now with your chassis system, you're loading directly into the lower receiver instead of loading into the upper receiver in your barrel mounting system.
Correct. So what you're doing is you're actually, just like the precision bolt guns, you're loading that bipod or loading into that monolithic chassis platform, that one long chassis platform, and it has nothing to do with the actual upper receiver set itself. That's part of what we've done to make sure that we're trying to squeeze every bit of accuracy out of the gun platform we can.
So what it looks like here is that this system still utilizes standard AR-15 barrels or gas systems, is that correct?
Yes. What we wanted the gun was for armorers' abilities to use current in-service parts. We wanted to make sure that it's compatible with an agency's current inventory of parts, materials, and so forth. So it's a low-profile gas block. We're running either a mid-length, if we have a short 16-inch barrel, or a rifle-length gas system on the gun. We didn't see any reason to change it to from direct impingement to a piston. We thought it was most applicable to keep the weight down, less moving parts. It's worked since the beginning of time. That plus the accuracy that we're seeing out of the gun, there was no need to change it. The only thing we do differently is we use a heavy match contour barrel. Steve Saturn, as I mentioned before, builds barrels for us. Typically on the 5.56 gun, we're using a 1-in-7 5R barrel. We have a Valkyrie barrel as well for the 224 guys. We wanted to make sure that on an armor's level, whether it's a military team or a law enforcement team, that they had the springs, the detents, and the other parts in play to be able to service or maintain the rifle, and also be smart about the in-service training cycles and also the armor's training cycles to make sure that, hey, if they're an M4 operator or an M110 operator, it's a very easy transition. So we wanted to be smart about that.
Very nice. So if you're an agency that already has AR-based DMR rifles, something like that, then the transition over to something like this is very easy at the whole organizational level.
It's from the operator level, where the user control interface is still the same, all the way to the armor's skill set, armor's level. If they are qualified armors on the M4 or the M110 systems, they'll be more than ample with an easy transition to go over to the Athena platform.
Okay, very nice. It looks like it ticks all the boxes, and I noticed that you have several different configurations available for
Sure.
the rifle. Is this going to be a single SKU or a thing where somebody can call you and configure it however they want?
So this will go out through major distribution. We're working on some negotiations with probably the 4 large distributors right now. There is direct sales through Drake if you need a rifle or if you need something, let me know. What we figured the best base model for us to go with was that 18-inch heavy barrel with the match trigger group that's indigenous to our thing, our rifle itself. We do offer a 16, we do offer a 20. We do offer accessories as well. But it's a lot of rifle at the price, and we're looking at a retail in the base model of $1776, which is, when you think about it, to go buy an M4, mid-range M4, you're into for $1,200, then you've got to buy a 4-end, then you got to buy a match barrel, then you got to buy a trigger group, you're into almost close to $2,500 to $2,600. So we wanted to price it smart. And then what we looked at the value for what are you really getting for accuracy. You know, when we shoot our button cut barrel, we're seeing 0.6, 0.7 MOA right out of the box. You know, and when we shoot the cut rifle, which is another option, we're seeing low 0.6 MOA. You know, with best group out of the cut rifle, best group to record was 0.186 MOA. So we've spent a lot of time really honing in this gun platform, and I'm hoping you're going to take a minute in the near future and come shoot one of these or test one of these, so you can validate what we're seeing as well.
Well, absolutely. It sounds like you've got a pretty novel approach to address an issue, and that you're coming in at a really aggressive price point when you compare it to other AR-15s out there on the market. So I really look forward to getting some hands-on, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about it.
Keep staying in tune with us. We've got other systems. We've got a 308-based platform, 3865, and we also have a PRS version as well, solely indigenous to that's in the near future coming out. So I thank you for your time coming by. It's always great to see you, and hopefully you'll be on a mail call with one of our guns soon.
All right, awesome, Chris.
All right.
Have a great show.
Thank you.